Welcome back to Wave 3. Listen, it's that time of year. You love your family. Maybe grandma, grandpa, maybe getting a little up there in years. What kind of indicators should you look for? Do they need some extra help? Well, we've got some advice for you. Coming from Miles Burkholder, and he is the general manager from Forest Hills Common, which is under the umbrella of American Senior Communities. Welcome to the show, Miles.
Thank you, John.
Okay, you and I were talking about the scenario I think a lot of folks will go through this holiday season. Maybe you haven't seen your grandmother or grandfather in quite some time. Perhaps they're getting on in years a little bit. Are there any indicators where you say, you know what, maybe it's time to get them a little bit of professional help?
Absolutely. The best advice that I can give is to use your senses during the holiday season. Maybe you're going by to pick them up and you notice that maybe they haven't been able to take care of themselves as much as they used to, or when you walk into their home, maybe their home smells a little different than it used to before. In the past years, you know, homes are very large that these people are still staying in, and sometimes they just need more help than they are getting or they can give themselves.
I would think, though, Miles, and you've probably been in a number of these conversations, to talk to them about this is a little uncomfortable. It's very sensitive. They like their independence. Everyone does. But if you think they need help for their well-being, for their health, whether it be physical or mental, what's that conversation like? How should you present that to them?
These are very difficult situations and very difficult conversations to have. The best advice I can give would be to have an adult conversation. If you engage them and talk to them as the adult that they are and involve them in their own decision making, it probably will help them down the road to be on board if you have to have a plan other than the emergency room plan in order to move someone in, either to get assistance in their home or to get assistance in a personal care home like Forest Hills Commons.
Okay, you mentioned you said the word plan.
Yeah.
So if you would expand on that, what exactly is a plan in this case?
Well, the plan in this case to me would be to first have that discussion, then visit a community, visit a place like Forest Hills Commons and find an advocate for you. You can have an advocate that will tell you sometimes maybe they just need some help in the home. Maybe they need some assistance with cooking or cleaning or taking care of themselves there. Or, unfortunately, maybe they need help with taking care of their activities of daily living so they can live that best life possible.
Okay. Miles, what's the best way to present those options to a loved one? I mean, do you kind of lay out the options, or do you maybe bring them to your facility? What would be the best way?
My advice is to bring them along, to have them involved in their own life choices. If you bring someone along, maybe that it will make the transition easier. It will at least foster the conversation so you can have them on board with a decision that can be the hardest decision you have to make, or they have to make.
So perhaps this loved one, the senior loved one, needs more in personal care. Maybe it's a little bit of rehab help. Perhaps it's helping them sharpen their mental capacity. If that be the case, where can you get more information? Where's a good place to start, I guess?
Well, I would start online with ASCSeniorCares.com and you can find information on Forest Hills Commons there. There are also community resources such as the Alzheimer's Foundation. Certainly my best advice I can give would be to go out and tour and look and see what other communities and our community has to offer.
Yeah, if you would. We talk about American Senior Communities often, but we have different facilities that are under the umbrella of Forest Hills Commons. What kind of separates that? What's your specialty there at your facility?
We are personal care, so we are able to offer assistance with their daily living. So if they need help getting dressed, if they need help with medication management, those are the kind of assistance that we offer. We cook all of their meals for them, we have daily activities and keep them engaged and socialized in their own lives. That is what we offer. Our sister facilities in southern Indiana can offer skilled care and rehab as well.
So you're located on Taylorsville Road.
That's correct.
If folks would like to tour your facility, and as you said, maybe bring their elderly loved one, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, whatever the case may be, how do they set up an appointment?
You call 502-499-5533, or you can look for us on the web at ASCSeniorCare.com.
You know, when I talk to you folks from American Senior Communities, there is a common thread from facility to facility, and it seems to be compassion. It's like genuinely caring. Tell me about the vibe that you have going on at Forest Hills.
Well, our staff, thankfully, we get to choose and to train and to be involved with some of the most compassionate people in the industry. These are the kind of people that you know you can trust. When you walk your loved one into the door, they would look you in the eye and tell you what they're going to do and why. They're going to tell you that they're there to make your transition, to make your life as good as it possibly can be, so you can trust us with your family members.
Very well said. All right, so for family members who want to make sure they still have access to mom or dad, they want to be able to see them and visit them, what are the rules there?
Well, the rules there is you can come whenever you want to.
Love that.
Our doors are always open for family visitors. We love to have our families involved. It just keeps you connected, and it keeps you, involved with your loved ones.
There we go. Forest Hills Commons again. Miles Burkholder. There's the information up on the screen right there. Set up an appointment today. Miles or one of his staff will tour you the facility, talk about the personal care that your loved one may need. Again, American Senior Communities and Miles Burkholder. Miles, thank you very much for your time. Really
My
appreciate
pleasure,
it.
John.
All righty. Happy holidays to you, and we'll catch you tomorrow. I want to make sure we're working tomorrow on Wave 3 Listens.